Hey. How's it going? You can just go ask them their information too.
Yeah, I think we know it all.
This broadcast of the We Up Elite Summer League is produced by TecGym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors: We Up Elite, Spalding Sugar House, Ballard Hobart American Legion, Post 36, A Simple Love, VT, JB Property Management, Sonnet Building and Remodeling, Backtop Black Asphalt Services, plus Robert and Sandra TATRO, and also Andy and Pollyanna BLADYKA. We'd also like to thank our community partners: Fact TV, Okemo Valley TV, Claremont Community Television, and Brattleboro Community Television. Highlights of teams and players can be ordered at techgym.net/film/highlights. You can also use that page to request that we follow your team or player. We would also like to thank the community members who have volunteered and donated, making this service possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of local sports, please consider making a tax-deductible gift at techgym.net/support. As always, we'd like to thank all the players, coaches, officials, staff, and fans for supporting local sports. Enjoy the game. This broadcast of the We Up Elite Summer League is produced by TecGym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors: We Up Elite, Spalding Sugar House, Ballard Hobart American Legion, Post.
All right, welcome everybody to this boys middle school matchup of We Up Summer League. We're in the playoffs now. This game is win or go home. Here we have the Long Trail the Long Trail Mountain Lions versus Stampede. And there's number 11 with the rebound. That was Landon Jones. Kick it out to number 10, who sets a nice screen. And there's Jackson Seacrest on the move. Just off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound, though. Puts it up for another one, but that one's knocked away. Good block there by number 16. Abel Air. Abel had a good game on Saturday in the All-Stars. So here's Easton Sinet at the line. And he's just about automatic with that shot. Mountain Lions now working the ball. Here's Landon Jones. Rebound there by number 22, Ethan Blodgett. Gets it inside to Air. That one's not going to land. Rebounded by Seacrest. And all alone under the hoop. They find number 10, Liam Mallet. for an easy finish. Here's Blodgett again. Resetting at the top. Finds Easton all alone. And Easton sent it. Sends that one home. Rebounded there by 24. Thatcher Booten. Here's Ayer now on the move. Oh, but he loses it at the baseline. Tight defense there by number 13. Ryder Kerm. But I guess there's a foul. Landon Jones now gives back to Seacrest. Who's on the move now, working on Ayer. Hands off to Jones. This shot just a little bit long. Here comes Ayer again. Gives to Sinet. Sinet fires this one off. Here comes Jones now. Fires deep. That one off. Right into the hands of Sinet. Is that save? Here's Easton Sinet. Steps back to reset. Gives to 13, Owen O'Lark. And Owen finishes that one well. Here's Jones now. There's Seacrest working his way to the basket, but he's fouled by Ayer. That's one for Abel Ayer. And it's going to be Mountain Lions ball on the baseline. Here's Easton Sinet now. Giving the ball. Gets it back to Sinet. Kicks out. Here's Blodgett. Nice pass inside to Ayer, but he's got two defenders on him. Is able to kick it back out. And now they swing it around to Blodgett. Nice screen there by Ayer. Let's see what that call is. Looks like a timeout. All right, we'll be right back after a short break. Kick out to Jones. Jones on the move. Just off the front of the rim. Good take there by number 13, Owen O'Lark. or Oleki. Oleki, how do you say his last name? Oleski, that's an S. Okay. Owen Oleski making a big impact here early in this game. Here's Jones now, on the move. Kicks out, and there's Blodgett again. Back to Jones for three, just off the front of the rim. Good take there by Easton Sinnett. Good work by the 7th grader. Claremont answers right back though. And that three-pointer, good by number 13, Ryder Kerm. As Stampede starting to pull away with this one, they got a 10-point lead now. As Jones finds Blodgett. Blodgett on the take, finds a lane and gets it home. Good work there by number 10. Oh, sorry, that was Jackson Seacrest. And another three-pointer. Good look there by number 13, Owen O'Lark. Stampede now with an 11-point lead going into this halftime. Let's see if Claremont can draw something up real quick, generate some momentum. We'll be right back after this break. Okay, we're back now. Here comes Long Trail. Tough defense by number 9. That's Magnus Conroy. Good hustle there by number 6, JJ Davenport, to try to save that one. Looks like he didn't get there quite in time though. Here's 24, Thatcher. Sorry, Thatcher, I can't read my own handwriting for the last name. And here's Max Groner. Swings it out to Davenport. Davenport on the take. Just off the glass. Conroy went up with it, and he'll head to the line. Magnus Conroy, the 7th grader from Green Mountain. Chance to add a couple more. First one's not there. Conroy now, second shot. Just off. Good hustle there for the rebound by number 24, Thatcher, but his foot stepped on the line. Here's Groner to start things off. Gives to Davenport. Davenport behind the back, trying to get through, but it's stripped away. Here's Jones now. Nice get-ahead pass by Will McTeague. And they're going to convert on that one. Sorry, I was looking down at the roster. I didn't see who scored. Good steal there by Jackson Seacrest. Stolen away by number 9. That's Magnus Conroy, gets all the way to the rim. Oh no, looks like he passed it. Max Groner swings it around. That's Chris Rapinati, swings it back to Groner. Groner on the take. That one's in. Excellent bucket there by number 0, Max Groner, the 7th grader from Green Mountain. Tries to get by the screen, and there's Landon Jones with a nice three-point shot. And the 8th grader from Long Trail doing everything he can to help his team out in this one. Good take there by Conroy. Here comes Jones off the foot of a Stampede player, unintentional. Here's Conroy again on the move. And here's Groner trying to use the screen. Kicks out to Rapinati for 3. Just a little bit long. Good look though by the 7th grader from Green Mountain. Hand off to Jones. Jones has the handles. Good work by Jones, drawing the foul on his way to the hoop, and he'll head to the line. Neither of these ones land. Here's Groner underneath. Finds Davenport. Good finish there by JJ, the 8th grader from Green Mountain. Strong work there by Thatcher, trying to force his way in, but it's well defended. There's Jones for 3 again, just off the rim. There's Conroy with the rebound. Oh, wait a minute, we have 2 number 9s. We have Magnus Conroy, and I'm not sure who the other one is. Nice three-pointer there by number 10, Jackson Seacrest. Here's Groner for 3, just off the front of the rim. Here's Jones, one man to beat, just off. Good defense there by Max Groner to stay ahead of him without fouling. Good look there by Ethan Blodgett. Didn't land. Another good look there. Here's Jones now. Intercepted by Ayer. Ayer on the move. And he'll get that left-handed finish. Good work there by the 8th grader from Green Mountain. And Stampede, one of the few clubs here in Summer League to show up with a full bench. Pass inside, couldn't get there. Well defended by Abel Ayer. Jones now working on Blodgett. Rebounded by Ayer. Here comes Abel now on the move, hits Blodgett. Blodgett steps to the side for the mid-ranger, not there, but it's rebounded. There's Ayer with a second rebound. Will they get a third? No, we're gonna have a jump ball on that one. That's number 11, Will McTeague. Battling Abel Ayer for that one. Nice three-point attempt there. Just off. That one's rebounded by Abel Ayer. That basket's good. And one. Now it looks like we have a violation. That one's not going to count. Good look, though, by Abel. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Abel's going to get hit with a foul. As Jackson Seacrest was on his way to the hoop and got by. Good hustle there by the 8th grader. Liam Millay almost saved that one. Ran out of real estate. Here's Easton now to Blodgett. Blodgett on the take. Oh, just off. Pass inside to Ayer. Ayer tries to turn, but there's no room. Gonna get another chance at this one. And in comes number 9, Ashton Harris. Harris, is that his last name? That was number 13, Owen Orlark on the take. And here he is again. Oh, that pass nearly intercepted by Liam Millay, but there was a hold somewhere else on the court. So 12-point game here as Owen moves his way inside. Oh, that one just comes out. Here's number 1, Toby Hibbard, working his way up the court. Sennett almost slaps that one away. Here's Jones now. Kick out, rebounded by Ayer. Ayer now on the move. And there's Owen O'Lark. with another clean finish. And the 7th grader from GM looking strong out there. So here's another quick timeout. We'll be back right after this break. All right, so we're back now. 14-point lead here by Stampede over the Long Trail Mountain Lions with just over 2 minutes left in this first half. And there's O'Lark fighting for that one. Get ahead to 0, that's Max Groner. Finds Ayer underneath. And Ayer draws the foul again as he goes up. So Abel Ayer headed back to the line for 2. Nice shot there by the 8th grader. But he's going to get hit for the foul. Here's Jones now, looking up court, trying to find somebody open to pass to. Weaving through traffic. Good handles has Jones. And that shot will land. Good work there by Landon Jones, the 8th grader from Long Trail. And there's Ayer. Good take on that one to add to this Stampede lead. Good look there by Jones, just a couple inches off. Here's number 9. Good pass fake there. Ayer there with the rebound to finish. That was Will McTeague on the take. Hand off to Liam Millay. Long shot before halftime. Gets a piece of the backboard. All right, so it's a 17-point lead. Here is Stampede. Middle school boys are doubling the score of the Long Trail Mountain Lions, who don't have a sub in this game. Oh no, they have one sub against a full bench for this Stampede club. And here's the youngest coach in Summer League history, trying to work on his boys, see if they can make some adjustments, come out fighting in the second half. All right, we'll be right back after a short break. Thanks everybody for watching We Up Summer League on TecGym Sports.
This broadcast of the We Up Elite Summer League is produced by TecGym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors: We Up Elite, Spalding Sugar House, Ballard Hobart American Legion, Post 36, A Simple Love, VT, JB Property Management, Sinet Building and Remodeling, Backtop Black Asphalt Services, plus Robert and Sandra TATRO, and also Andy and Pollyanna BLADYKA. We'd also like to thank our community partners: Fact TV, Okemo Valley TV, Claremont Community Television, and Brattleboro Community Television. Highlights of teams and players can be ordered at techgym.net/film/highlights. You can also use that page to request that we follow your team or player. We would also like to thank the community members who have volunteered and donated, making this service possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of local sports, please consider making a tax-deductible gift at techgym.net/support. As always, we'd like to thank all the players, coaches, officials, staff, and fans for supporting local sports. Enjoy the game.
Strong.
Okay, welcome back. The Long Trail Mountain Lions now trying to put something together as they're down by 17 against a really strong Stampede club. And it's the playoffs. Got a win to advance. Good take there by Jones. Just didn't get quite enough spin on it. He had the right idea though. As a defense, a Stampede here, not making it easy for him. Nice pass underneath. Strong work there. That was number 11, Will McTeague, to find Liam Millay underneath on the cut. That was good basketball right there. And a nice shot by number 3, Ryder Kerm. Here's McTeague again. Kick out to Jones. Swings it over to find Thatcher. And they're going to force a travel on number 10, Jackson. Nope, the other number 10, Liam Millay, underneath. Here comes Sinet to start things off. They find Ayer underneath. Kicks out to Owen O'Lark, who knocks that one down. Strong work there by the 7th grader. And Sinet able to grab that one before it goes out of bounds. Good hustle by the 7th grader. 3-point attempt just off the back of the rim for number 13, Ryder Kerm. Strong take there by number 10, Jackson Seacrest, as he gets to the rim. Despite a strong defensive effort by Stampede. Nice reverse there. Strong work by Owen O'Lark. Jones showing off his handles, trying to get around O'Lark, but that's easier said than done. And number 10, Seacrest, goes up for it. Doesn't get the shot, but draws the foul, so he'll head to the line for 2.
Guys, White's trying to work hard, you know. They look like they're keeping positive energy. They're playing the best they can. Stampede's a pretty strong team. What'd they call?
Oh no, I've been muted. Who knows how long?
What?
I've been muted
You've
for a
been
while.
muted?
Who knows how long? Sorry about that.
Oh. Check your shoes.
Well, Stampede now, 22-point lead, doubling the score of Long Trail with 13.5 minutes left. Long Trail at this point just got to forget about the score, try to take it one play at a time. So they try to battle their way back in this one. But that's a tall order against a very good Stampede club. And here comes number 6, JJ Davenport. Kicks out to Max Groner for 3, just a little bit long. Nice shot there by number 11. That's Will McTeague.
That was a good shot.
Here comes Groner now, working on Jones. Able to get it off. And here's Davenport again. Able to avoid the trap. Gets it back to Groner. Groner with a little change of speed, a little hesitation. Finds Chris Rappinati, who might have stepped on the line on his way around.
They called 3 seconds.
What? Oh,
3 seconds, yeah.
Looks like there was somebody in the box too long. So here comes Long Trail. And Max Groner got in the lane on that one. Is able to tap it over to Chris Rappinati. Behind the back there by Groner, weaving through traffic, but they got a hand on it. And there's all alone is Jones. Puts it up for an easy bucket. But he gets knocked into the wall. No call there. And that's Ashton Harris. Kicks out to Groner. Harris now. With the bucket. And the 8th grader from GM just adding on to this lead. Strong defensive work there by Stampede. That was number 6, JJ Davenport on the steal. Oh,
number 11 with a steal.
Davenport. Oh, nice pass there by Will McTeague to find Jones, but it doesn't land. They can't convert on it. Here's Harris again. Good.
Nice take.
Outstanding post moves as Ashton Harris drives home another one. And it's getting pretty loud in here now, folks. The Stampede is starting to run away with this one. We'll have a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back now. Long Trail trying to put some things together.
There's down there. Oh, they are way too into it. It was backcourt because they're shooting down there. They didn't know, so they tried to shoot on that side. That was interesting.
Stampede was going the wrong way on that one.
It's okay, they all fought it.
Both teams are going the wrong way, apparently.
Yeah, White thought that too.
So the backcourt actually saved Stampede from giving away 2 points.
Yep.
Here's Jones now, trying to make some room. Forces his way through the basket. There's a couple of big defenders in his way. And here comes Ayer on the fast break, going the right way this time.
A little bit off. Oh.
Sinet tries to put it up. Tough defense, though, by the Mountain Lions. And there's Oleski. So Stampede up 48-26 over Long Trail. What? I can't hear you.
Are we muted?
No. There's Owen Oleski for another one. And here's Jones now. Stolen away by Oleski. On the move, one man to beat, gets around him. Nice reverse, it doesn't land, but Ayer's there to help him out. This one's going to go out of bounds. And the Windsor players getting a kick out of this one as they watch from the baseline. Looking forward to their game coming up next.
Call a foul.
Scouting out the team that they might play in the next round of the playoffs if they advance. It's okay, good game today. I believe that's number 1, Toby Hibbert. That one just off the front rim. So here comes Ethan Blodgett, working on Hibbert, and he's going to draw the foul. There's Ayer underneath. Good assist by Blodgett. And Long Trail just doesn't seem to have an answer tonight. As Stampede is able to do pretty much whatever they want out there. They're shooting deep, they're getting to the rim, they're passing inside, and there's the mid-range. Good look there by Abel Ayer. Jones now got the handles, uses a screen. Great defense though by Owen Oleski to stay with him. That one knocked away by Will McTeague. Good defensive effort there by the Mountain Lion. Here's Ayer on the baseline. Tries to find Sinet. But Liam Malay was in the middle. Here's Landon Jones now on the move, trying to get to the rim. Nice floater. And Landon Jones gets that one home. Good work there by the 8th grader. It looks like that one's going to be out of bounds off air. So here's Jackson Seacrest to start things off from the sideline. And it is getting hot here in this closed up gym in Ludlow, Vermont. Normally we'd have the doors open on a hot night like this, but I guess there's some air quality issues. They're worried about kids with asthma. So it's just getting hotter and hotter as the place fills up. Here's Jones now. Fires deep. Just off. Rebounded by Chris Rapinati. And Chris working on Jones. Able to swing the ball around. A little high off the glass on that three-pointer. And here comes Jones.
4 minutes left.
Well defended though by Stampede. They kept 3 players in the lane. No easy passes. No way to get to the rim.
Pass right
Strong
back up.
team here. Pretty much all players from Green Mountain is this Stampede club. Here's Rapinati with the fake. Kicks out to Oleski, swings it around. Here's Groner for 3. Just a little bit long. Here's Jones now on the move. Pulls up for the floater. This one just off the front rim. Kicks out to number 24, Thatcher. That one just off. And here's number 6 now, JJ Davenport. Gives to Groner. Groner swings it to Rapinati for 3.
Off by a little bit.
Just a little bit short. Here's Jones for 3. All right. Just under 3 minutes left now in this one. And it looks like it's a sure thing for Stampede at this point. It's going to be a timeout, but there's really not much Long Trail can do in 3 minutes. But certainly they want to get out there and play the best ball that they can. Finish strong. All right, we'll be right back after this break.
Back after the timeout. It should be right ball, shouldn't it be?
All right, 2:44 remaining. And here comes Stampede. Max Groner with a couple of hezzies, kicks out. A lot of three-point attempts. Players might be getting a little tired. Here's Davenport on the take. And this one's good. JJ Davenport gets it home. Here's Seacrest, fires underneath. Finds number 10, Liam Malay, for a good bucket. And here's Groner again, trying to get inside, kicks out. Here's Davenport. Stolen away by Jones, but he loses it out of bounds. Got to hand it to these Mountain Lions, fight until the end. Good look there, just off the front of the rim. Well defended by Stampede. I believe that was Owen Oleski on the block a moment ago. Here's Jones for a long three, just a little bit too long. And there's Seacrest. That bucket's good, and he'll head to the line for one more. Okay, thanks.
Oh, wasn't looking. Shoot that.
Stampede now, 30 seconds left. They don't have to shoot again. They're just running out the clock. Long trail.
No, they didn't realize there's 20 seconds. What?
And there's number 9, Magnus Conroy, with what will probably be the last points of this game. Unless Long Trail wants to try one more shot.
I think Landon's going to try and shoot.
Stampede's not going to give it to him, and that's going to end it for the game.
Son of the game, Stampede won.
Well, congratulations to Stampede. 58-32 victory over the Long Trail Mountain Lions, and Stampede will advance to the next round of the playoffs. Congratulations to both teams on a great season. Thanks everybody for watching the boys middle school bracket of We Up Summer League on TecGym Sports. I'm your host, Will Simoneau. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Alexis Giddings. Thanks to this kid. What's this kid's name? Thanks, Emma. All right, we'll see you guys all. We got 2 more games tonight. Stay tuned.
This broadcast of the We Up Elite Summer League is produced by TecGym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'd like to thank our generous sponsors: We Up Elite, Spalding Sugar House, Ballard Hobart American Legion, Post 36, A Simple Love, VT, JB Property Management, Sonnet Building and Remodeling, Backtop Black Asphalt Services, plus Robert and Sandra TATRO, and also Andy and Pollyanna BLADYKA. We'd also like to thank our community partners: Fact TV, Okemo Valley TV, Claremont Community Television, and Brattleboro Community Television. Highlights of teams and players can be ordered at techgym.net/film/highlights. You can also use that page to request that we follow your team or player. We would also like to thank the community members who have volunteered and donated, making this service possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of local sports, please consider making a tax-deductible gift at techgym.net/support. As always, we'd like to thank all the players, coaches, officials, staff, and fans for supporting local sports. Enjoy the game.